What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Companies like DJI, GoPro, and so many more have been gaining a lot of exposure lately as drones have become super cheap and affordable for the average person to own. Well, because the average person can own it, that also means they can use it all the time to catch crazy things you won't believe. So today we're looking at the 5 scariest things caught by drones. But yeah, right now I want you to leave a like on the video if you own or want a drone. Who knows, maybe we might ship some random lucky viewer one. But anyways, let's get right into the video. Number 5. Now, if you've been on the internet at all in the past few years, you probably know all about the killer clown craze, because it was seriously everywhere for a few months. With that said, just in case you somehow missed out, for a while you couldn't go outside without bumping into a terrifying clown carrying some sort of insane weapon. I mean, it's mostly died down now, but there are still a few people who obviously think it's hilarious, because every now and again, a video shows up of one doing something really scary. Like this dude was just trying to fly his drone over the countryside, but his shot was interrupted by a weird blue and yellow blur moving through the grass. That's right, it was one of the killer clowns, and the weirdest part was that it looked like it was running away from something. I don't actually know what's scary enough to freak out a clown, except maybe the cops, but whatever it was had him seriously spooked. In fact, he was moving so fast that he was only on camera for a second, but that's easily enough time to give everyone watching nightmares. Number 4. So when you're flying a drone through the countryside, there are some things you expect to see, right? Birds, rabbits, maybe a few deer if you're seriously lucky, but nothing like this. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I came across a creepy girl in a long white dress standing between the trees, I'd probably pick a different forest to shoot in as soon as possible. Anyway, this guy discovered the girl when he sent his drone over the treetops, and instead of running away, for some reason he decided to try and get a closer look. That actually made the thing a whole lot creepier, because the girl noticed the drone and quickly covered her eyes with her hands. Now when you see a girl with long black hair and a white dress, and she's crying in the middle of the woods, then you're crazy if you don't immediately think it's a ghost. Thankfully, these guys found a bunch of paranormal experts as soon as they got home, and all of them agreed they'd actually seen the black-eyed girl. If you don't know who that is, she's a pretty famous ghost that isn't known for being friendly. So yeah, I bet they were glad they were using a drone and not using a phone to film up close. Number 3. Obviously clowns and spirits are pretty scary, but let's face it, there's nothing more terrifying than Mother Nature. I mean, you could decide not to believe in ghosts, and some people even like clowns, but nobody wants to experience a shark attack. Basically, this drone footage shows a shark swimming in circles around a group of swimmers, but absolutely none of them try to swim away. In fact, some of them even get closer to it because they can't see it from where they are in the water. I mean, at one point, its fin breaks the surface of the water Jaws style, and that should have been a total giveaway, but the man the shark is right next to is looking the other way. It's pretty terrifying, because it could decide to attack at any moment, and the poor swimmers literally wouldn't know what hit them. Thankfully though, everything ends safely since shark attacks aren't that common, but I'm not a gambling man, so I wouldn't risk it.
Check this out. Drone footage from Miami Beach shows some close encounters between unknowing swimmers and a tiger shark on Friday, November 24th, the day after Thanksgiving. Can you imagine? Both shark and humans appear unfazed by each other's presence in the video, though likely only due to the swimmers being blissfully unaware of the shark's presence. Absolutely incredible. The film's owner says he did not appreciate the size of the shark until he was able to film both human and swimmer in the same frame.
Number 2. Imagine taking your new drone out for its first ever flight, then checking the footage and discovering you've accidentally filmed the most elusive creature in the world. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened to these guys. They took their new gear out for a test flight and caught what they thought was Bigfoot on camera by mistake. I mean, it's so quick that if you blink, you might miss it, but once you notice it, it's pretty hard to unsee. Like, the drone is mainly filming pretty scrawny looking trees, so the dark shape standing between them really stands out. Look again, and the shape is obviously a body that looks almost exactly like Bigfoot. Can you see it? Well, either way, the camera pans past pretty quickly, and we never get to look at that spot again. With that said, it's pretty exciting to think that this beginner cameraman accidentally made such a huge discovery and didn't even notice himself. I mean, it could totally be Bigfoot, or depending on how fat it is and how much hair is on its body, it could also be my dad, so who really knows?
Okay, we're coming around. And we've locked in on our target. And there. What is that? Guy in a monkey suit? Sasquatch? You tell me.
Number 1. So I don't know what it is about clowns, but they just must love to hang out in places where drones can find them, because there's another one on the list. I've got to admit though, this one is even creepier because it actually notices that it's being filmed. Like seriously, this dude is just trying to get a cool shot of a cornfield for his Instagram video, but when he flies over, he finds something he didn't expect. To be super simple about it, there's a clown just straight up standing in the middle of the cornfield, staring at the drone like it's been waiting for it to show up all day. It even stays there for a while, just looking straight down the lens and tilting its head, before it turns around and takes off into the cornfield. So the drone carries on the chase, and even though it loses the clown in the trees, the whole thing is still pretty creepy. I mean, not only is the clown running like a crazy person, but it keeps looking back, almost like it's trying to get the camera to follow it. So I guess the moral here is, don't go filming in any cornfields, and if you have to, make sure you have a friend or, I don't know, a shotgun, whatever you prefer. And there's our video on the top 5 scariest things caught by drones. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to search me a handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.